Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Ryan Huppert, and I serve as the principal here at City High Middle School and the Center for Economicology. And I would like to welcome you all and thank you for joining us for this momentous occasion. A special welcome to the mayor of our great city, Mayor Rosalind Bliss, along with our Grand Rapids Public Schools Board President, Wendy Verhaeg-Falb. Thanks for coming. And also a very warm welcome to our Superintendent, Teresa Weatherall-Neal. And also thank you all to all the community members who are here to celebrate this occasion with us. Appreciate everyone's attendance this morning. So before I hand things off to the president of the Grand Rapids Board of Education and one of our City High Middle parents, I wanted to talk a bit about the recent history that's led up to today's announcement. So nearly 6 years ago, Superintendent Weatherall-Neal was embarking on a comprehensive listening tour to get feedback from the community on things that were working well within Grand Rapids Public Schools and things that we needed to change. And so this feedback was used to develop our Grand Rapids Public Schools Transformation Plan, which has been adopted by the community and really guiding our efforts towards becoming the very best district that we can be. And included in that plan was a difficult decision to close Creston High School. So at that time, City High Middle School was located at Northeast Building on Fuller. And really, we were bursting at the seams and did not have an opportunity to really realize our potential for growth there. So the decision was made to bring City High Middle School over to the Creston facility and really give City the opportunity to become the biggest, best school that it can be and give even more students within the Grand Rapids community the opportunity to attend one of the top schools in the state of Michigan and the top performing school in West Michigan. So that decision has allowed us to get to this moment today. 2 years ago, the Grand Rapids community realized a bond to support the Grand Rapids Public Schools with a $175 million investment for the Grand Rapids Public Schools. And thankfully, this included $17 million to come to City High Middle School to realize our renovations. This building was originally built in 1923, so coming up on nearly 100 years. It's a beautiful building, but it's time for an update. So this project will bring it into the 21st century with new technology, including new labs, new computers, new furniture, air conditioning throughout, new heating system, new paint, carpet, ceiling tiles, blinds, fixtures, you name it. It's going to look like a brand new school to us, so we're very excited. And also with the theme of sustainability as a Center for Economicology, we're making sure to incorporate elements of sustainability with LED lighting, which is a high efficiency lighting system. We also have low impact fixtures for plumbing, and we're very excited to have water bottle refill stations throughout the school, which is a great touch. So we are here today to officially kick off the construction and the renovations of this great building. I want to thank our superintendent and her leadership team and the Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education for their support. I also like to thank the members of our Bond Advisory Committee. We have students, parents, and community members who've been informing this process and guiding the decision-making throughout, so thank you so much for your investment and time. And I'd also like to thank our facilities department, the architects and construction firms to ensure that we stretch that $17 million as far as possible and get the most bang for our buck for the taxpayers of Grand Rapids. So I'd also like to thank our Executive Director of Facilities, Ken Klomparens, for his leadership throughout this process. And I'd really like to give a warm thank you to all of the staff, our teachers, parents, students, for your patience and for everyone's support as we go through this process. We're very excited, but it's certainly going to be a heavy lift to get it done in a timely fashion, so we appreciate everybody and their efforts in that regard. So one other great announcement, thanks to the sound management and bids that have come in under budget, we got great news this past week that the final remaining 7 classrooms that we weren't sure whether or not they would have air conditioning are going to be getting air conditioning. So that's great. So that means all of the new classrooms or the classrooms being renovated in this academic wing will have air conditioning, and we are very excited for that. It was a hot summer, so we're quite thankful for that. Again, thanks so much to the community for supporting the bond and investing in City High Middle School. We appreciate your support. We believe that this investment is going to help City High Middle School to become the very best school that it can be and to help take us to the next level in terms of our achievement. So thank you again to the citizens of Grand Rapids and to everyone here. We appreciate your support. So let me introduce now our Board of Education President and City High Middle School parent, Dr. Wendy Verhegfeld.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Hubbard. Just this week, I was at 2 different events where I had parents that I didn't know, hadn't met before, unsolicited, singing this man's praises. He's doing a fantastic job here, so we're really grateful for your leadership. So it's awesome to be here today, not just as the president of the board, but as a parent of 2 young men who are here at this school. I can honestly say one of the best decisions in my life was putting my 3-year-old, now senior in high school, in Grand Rapids Public Schools. It is family, and I am so grateful for it. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to do a huge congratulations to all the students and parents and staff members for your support of this school. The GRPS transformation plan and the bond proposal, it took a whole team to pass that. And the $17 million investment that's really going to transform things here. Give us the space that this really special community deserves. I know that the Bond Advisory Council really pushed and pulled on the architects and staff, and I want to give a great appreciation to everybody who was involved in that process. It takes a process and a conversation to get the very best outcomes, and our superintendent leads that way, and it's great to have parent community that gets that and stays with us. I just want to say congratulations and just my gratitude for this extraordinary superintendent. There is no way this community would have supported that bond proposal without her leadership and the renewed confidence and faith that this community has in Grand Rapids Public Schools. Thanks, Teresa.
I will be very brief, but thank you, Dr. Faub. It's hard to believe the first time I walked into this building, I was a 13-year-old 9th grader, a Creston High School student, and stayed until I graduated from 12th grade, 4 years later, as a 17-year-old. Could never have imagined that I would be standing here today to give this wonderful gift to the kids here now at City. So I am just truly blessed to be your superintendent, blessed to have led this process. But I really want to not only thank my board president, my other board members, but my staff, my colleagues, you guys. This has been a huge lift for all of us. And so for everyone that stayed with me the past 6 years, just unbelievable. Mayor Bliss, thank you for that. We could not have made this happen without voter support. And that's the parents in this community, staff members, media, our political officials. It isn't just your superintendent, you guys. This community believed in our children, and so we did this. Everything that we said we would do 6 years ago, we've done it. Dual enrollment is up, graduation rate is up. Our attendance at chronic absenteeism down. We have stayed the course, and we will continue to stay the course. We will continue to invest in this district. Last year was our first time in 20 years that we had an increase in enrollment. That tells you that people are really buying into Grand Rapids Public Schools, your school district, and your transformation plan. Ryan Hubbard is just one piece. We said we would recruit, retain the best possible staff. Mr. Hubbard is one. So let's give Ryan a huge round of support. And the only reason we're standing here as City Middle High is because a young student came up to me and said, since you're closing Creston, why can't we have that building for City? And I said, I don't know, why can't you, right? Again, because this transformation plan belongs to all of us. What a great opportunity. We are now going to have 7 additional classrooms. Our science lab, these students deserve the absolute best, just like every other child in the city of Grand Rapids. But because of you, because of the voters, because of staff, great staff, we are able to do that. I'm going to stop here because I will continue to preach, but I am just so grateful for this opportunity, truly, to give such a gift to these children. And it will pay off, you guys. Children deserve a wonderful, wonderful school, and to have everything that goes along with that. So for the city students in this room, parents, again, thank you, and continue to push. Ken, I know it's been hard, right? Ken says no to everything, you guys, and even me. He tells me no. But it's good to push on each other. That's good. That's how we became and are becoming the absolute best. So continue to give Ken a hard time. Let's push for what we need, right? Because it's not just for you, it's for the kids in the future. And I'm not sure, who am I turning this over to? The mayor, I am so sorry. I am introducing our mayor, Rosalind Bliss.
I know, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement. Trust me, I know, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement. So I saw Ken over there grimacing a little bit, though, when you said. Well, good morning, everyone. I am absolutely delighted to join you for this celebration today. Superintendent, thank you for the introduction, but more than that, thank you for your incredible leadership. As President Falb said, truly, you are a blessing to this community. Your passion and dedication and commitment and genuine love for every child that lives in this city and that goes to our schools is evident in all that you do. We are so fortunate to have you, so thank you. I also want to thank, in addition to Wendy, the rest of the school board members who aren't here today, their service and their dedication. The work that they've done really to bring us to where we are today is incredible. So thank you. Thank you so much. And we live in a unique city. I'm always talking about the amazing things about our city and what makes us unique. But one of the things that makes us unique is this relationship that we have between the city and the school. You don't find that everywhere. You really don't. I have the opportunity to travel around and to go to other communities and learn about other cities, to learn about best practices, to learn about cities and schools and neighborhoods and what we can do to be the best of the best. And as I do that, I have an opportunity to talk about Grand Rapids and Grand Rapids Public Schools and the work that we're doing together. And I can tell you, there are a lot of cities out there who are incredibly jealous of the work that we're doing together as partners, because that's really not found everywhere. And this event today is really a truly special event, because today is a culmination of the community coming together, wrapping their arms around Grand Rapids Public Schools, and believing that if we're going to be a great city, we need to have great schools. That those two, great cities and great schools, we are intricately connected. That's a hard word to say. I should probably thought of a different word, but we're intertwined together. And if we're going to be a successful city, we have to have a successful school system, and we have to have an opportunity for students. I love that students are here today, because this really is all about you. It's all about the students. And we want to be a city where students can thrive and be successful, and we need great schools to make that happen. And so today, this investment in schools, this investment in this building, but also in the school system as a whole, is really evident of our community's commitment. And so I want to thank every single voter who showed up, every single one who cast a ballot and voted yes. This was a unique ballot. I can tell you, in all the years, I'm in my 12th year as a public servant, and there have been millage questions on the ballot many times throughout those 12 years. And I can tell you, this one was unique. It had support across the board, bipartisan support from all different types of groups in the city, individuals and organizations who stepped up and said, yes, this is what's right for our city. We believe in GRPS, and we want you to vote yes. We want you to join us. And so I'm so excited I get to join you today. On behalf of my colleagues who couldn't be here, my colleagues on the City Commission who wish that they could be here, but also the city manager and everyone else at the city, we want to say congratulations. We want to say thank you. And we are just delighted to be celebrating this with you today. So thank you.
Good morning. I'm Ken Klomparens, Executive Director of Facilities for GRPS. This is a great day. There's two great days on projects. One is when we have the kickoff, and this is one we're halfway, we finished the design. The other is when we're done. We've come a long way on this one, and for those of you who know me, this is such a great day. I broke my 2 smile a day limit this morning because those of us involved should be really proud of how far we've come and what we've accomplished. So I want to acknowledge some of those involved and just give a brief description of what we're doing here. When we started, we had an advisory committee, and actually our 2 students on that advisory committee, Gabby Rabin and Ellie Lancaster, they came up with the core ideas that we needed in this building. And those 4 ideas, we needed comfort in the classrooms, we needed security, we needed new restrooms, and we needed the science labs to be upgraded to be compatible with IB. So in my mind, those were spot on what we needed in this building, and that's what we've been able to accomplish. We had a lot of work to do to balance the infrastructure side versus the aesthetic side. What we are including is new heating system and cooling for all the classrooms, new restrooms in the classrooms and the labs. There will be acoustical ceilings, LED lighting, window treatments, paint, new flooring, teaching technology, and new furniture. Need to acknowledge Ryan and his staff right on down, including the whole teaching staff. Starting over the holiday break, we'll be closing that half of the building. So more than half of the classrooms will be moved to temporary quarters. That'll last through the end of the year. They're going to have to put up with about 17 months of mess. And when we get done, it'll look pretty close to what the renderings look like. We're anticipating phase 3 being done about April to May of 2019. I want to recognize our architect, Tower Pinkster, those involved, Matt Slagle, Bill Zaski, Zach Verhulst, and Ryan Idema. And then our construction manager, the Chrisman Company, Dan Lamore, Pat Zawacki, and Jamie Urbis. And believe me, I pushed really hard on that team to get to where we are, to balance our project behind the wall and in front of the wall and from a budget standpoint. And we have done, they have done a tremendous job. We have got a lot of value coming into this building. From my team, I need to mention Jim Tian, Mark Bennett, and Tim Hopkins, who had input. But this is a great day. So I want to turn it over to Gabby and Ellie, and when they're done, we're going to have the ribbon cutting.
Hi, I'm Ellie Lancaster. I'm a senior at City, and Gabby and I are both student representatives of the Bond Advisory Committee. I've gone to City since 2012. I was a 7th grader, so that was at the old building. And I came here from Bretton Downs Elementary School in East Grand Rapids. And so, of course, everybody was always asking, like, why City? Why are you choosing to go to GRPS? But I came to City after just one tour because I knew about the academic side, but I came because when I toured the building, I saw a really special environment that I knew that I wouldn't be able to find at East and that I wasn't finding. I think it speaks volumes about a school that comes from an urban district and where much of the population of the school qualifies for free and reduced lunches, and yet we're still one of the best schools in the state. I think it just speaks to the culture and the environment of the school. And we always relied on the culture and the environment of our school and of the students and the teachers to kind of push us forward and make us successful. But I think now that we have great new resources, we'll be able to reach our fullest potential. I came to City because I saw how dedicated the students chose to be, because you don't have to go to City. It's a choice to apply and to come every day. And I saw that everybody wanted to be here, and the teachers were so passionate about learning, and even the administration and the people in the office cared so much about what they were doing. I'm incredibly proud that I get to represent the school and that I get to decide kind of what happens in the future. And I'm really proud to have been able to immerse myself in the community as much as possible. I've been involved with student government, with the Bond. I've been a city ambassador. And I'm really proud to be able to say that I did that at a school that I love so much. And unfortunately for Gabby and I, we are seniors this year, so we don't really get to experience the product of the bond. But I'm really excited to see what happens and what the students make of it. And I'm just really excited because I love this school so much. And I know that it's going to turn out super well. And I think on behalf of both Gabby and I, we're so proud that future students get to experience it. So thank you.
Hi, so I'm Gabby Rabin, as Ellie said, and as she also said, we're both seniors and on the Bond Advisory Committee. One thing that I'd just like to say is I came to City the year that we moved to this building, so it's been really kind of pivotal to my experience as a student at City, is the Creston building. And I think it's had a really big impact on the way I've learned and how I felt as a part of this community. So I'm really excited that we're going to be able to be renovating it and updating it to sort of reach its fullest potential as well as ours. I'm also really grateful to the community for stepping up and kind of having a say and taking a stance on public education, because I think it's really important to the community and to the students here. I'm really excited to see what future students are able to do when they're given these resources, and I'm really glad that we're having this opportunity. I think it will not only impact these students as individuals and as students and learners, but I think they'll also be able to come back and greater impact the community because of the opportunities they're being given. So I'm really thankful for that. Also, just as a senior, I think Ellie and I both agree that we're really glad that this is part of our legacy here, in addition to just kind of the school. And just to be able to say I was a part of something greater than myself and to help with the community is a really big deal. And I'm really appreciative for this opportunity. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, come on in, guys. Yep.